Hello, welcome to Organic Acting. I'm Chris Conway and I wanted to do something slightly more informal this time around. So this video is called How to Keep Sane as an Actor. The reason why I wanted to do this is because this industry, especially the acting industry, has got so many high moments, so many low moments. It really is a roller coaster ride. And especially during the low moments, perhaps when you are out of work, and that will happen. That's part and parcel of being an actor. When you're out of work, maybe you getting auditions but never hearing anything back, so on and so on. It can be a crazy industry to be in. So this video is, as I've said before, some of the tips that I've kind of come across and used in my own time as an actor. So how to keep sane. Let's say the work isn't coming in. Let's say you haven't acted in a while and no matter how hard you try, you can't get cast. First tip is keep busy. Keep busy with anything and everything associated with acting. So make sure you part of some kind of actors group or workshop. Make sure you are constantly practicing your craft. Even if you're not part of an acting group, you can practice your craft at home. You know, you should be working on your speeches, your audition speeches, your monologues. You should have about 5 to 10 monologues in your arsenal just in case an audition comes along. So constantly be working on those. Keep looking for new monologues. You should be really updating your monologues the longer you've been in the industry, because obviously you're getting older and your casting bracket is going to change. So constantly be reading and searching for new monologues. Keep working on your voice. There's plenty of warm-up routines on YouTube, you know, just simply singing scales. So keep warming up your voice, keep your voice as in shape as you can. Try to keep on top of this, you know, work on your accents as well. You know, you should be able to have 2 or 3 accents in your arsenal. What I'm trying to say is just keep yourself busy, keep honing your craft even if you're not working. Don't just sit there and drive yourself crazy. Next one is, and I'm quite guilty of not following this, but the next one is keep your eyes on what is happening right now. Don't be thinking, oh wow, I'm such and such an age and you know I need to get my big break now, I need to be famous. You know, concentrate on what is happening right now. You're an actor. You are really brave / lucky to be part of this industry. So try and savor every moment, even if you're not working. Also avoid jaded actors. You know, there are a lot of people through no fault of their own most of the time, who are so jaded by the industry that they will say to you, it's never going to happen. You know, the odds are stacked against you. Why even bother? Try and avoid those people. They really can poison your mindset. And they're not nice people to be around. They're really not. The next thing I wanted to say was, and this is a bit of a weird one. You might go, what are you talking about? Why would you even say this? But it's don't make acting your whole life. And what I mean by that is don't let acting or the lack of acting, the lack of opportunities in your life define you. You're an actor, but that isn't your whole being. That's not all you are. So make sure you have a life and you have interests, you have hobbies outside of the acting world. Keep in contact with people, keep your friendships alive, make sure you've got relationships, make sure you've got hobbies and interests that don't revolve around acting. Because like I said at the beginning of the video, it can be a very dark place sometimes. And if that's all you have, if you put all your eggs in one basket, you're never gonna escape alive. So make sure you've got some kind of life outside of the acting world. And finally, my last little tip or bit of advice is revolving around not getting work. Sometimes you won't get work. Sometimes you might get auditions and not hear back from them. That for me, that's one of the hardest things to overcome or to come to terms with in this industry. You might have 5 auditions in a week and you might not hear from any of them ever again. This whole don't call us, we'll call you mentality, it's really, really difficult to come to grips with. Even someone who's been in the industry for 15 years like I have, they just won't call you. You know, time is money and they don't have time to contact every single person. It's really harsh. And something that I wanted to pass on to you is a couple of interviews I saw with Bryan Cranston, which you can actually find on YouTube if you type Bryan Cranston acting advice. But he says that when he was first starting out, he was so obsessed with going into auditions and getting the job, it made him miserable. And I understand that. I've done that myself. I've had a really important audition coming up and I prepared for it, worked, perhaps travelled across the country down to London, gone in there, done my best work, then left and started to think, oh, maybe I didn't do this right, or maybe I didn't do that right, or maybe I'm too tall, or maybe my hair's too blonde, and started to really tear myself apart, psychoanalyze myself. And Bryan Cranston says he used to do the same thing until he realized that your job as an actor is not to go into the audition room and get the job. You have got no control really over what a casting director is looking for or the type they've got. There are so many things that are out of your control. Bryan Cranston says your job as an actor is to go into that room and present the best character or the best situation that serves the script or the screenplay. Once you've done that and you leave the audition room, your job is over. And as long as you do that job to the best of your ability, that's it. You can let it all go and you can leave that and you can rest assured that you've done what you are there to do as an actor. And that is such a freeing philosophy to have. You know, not to worry about what other people are thinking and oh, I've got to get this job, just to let it all go. You know, as long as you have done your prep, as long as you've presented something that you've worked hard at, that's it. And it's a very, very freeing philosophy. So I just wanted to pass that on and all those other tips. Thank you for watching. I hope you got something out of this. If you did, be sure to like and subscribe. Please leave me a comment. I'll get back to you and I'll see you in next week's video. Bye-bye.